let's turn our attention towards Super Saturday, final weekend of the Six Nations. So to run through the kind of admin of it, Ireland-Italy first up at 2:15. Then it's Wales-England 4:45 in Cardiff. And then 8 p.m, France against Scotland. So the fixtures have worked out fairly well. There are various permutations at the moment. Obviously, France top, 16 points. England second, 15. And Ireland third on 14. Ultimately, Tim, it comes down to England and Ireland really needing Scotland to do them a favour, doesn't it? Because the French's points difference is just so much more superior.
Yeah, and I'm a Scotland fan for the weekend. I was a France fan the weekend just gone. I'm cheering Scotland on. I would kind of love that moment. Scotland fans are maybe 78, 79 minutes celebrating a famous victory about to happen in Paris, and then also having to deal with the fact, they're all going to be celebrating in England. That would be a beautiful thing. The one thing I thought of going into Super Saturday, though, Alfie, if a team wins all 5 games and gets the Grand Slam, they get a bonus 3 points to avoid a situation where a team could lose a game but still finish above them with bonus points. I don't think that's the case at the bottom of the table, where Wales could lose every game but not finish 6th.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way, to be honest.
If they get a losing bonus point against England and points difference goes their way, Italy could beat Wales but still finish below them in the table. And I imagine they're probably scrabbling around at Six Nations HQ thinking, we didn't think of this. That would just could be one for the history books.
It might be one of those that they need to look at it in more detail if there was ever some sort of relegation or promotion, which doesn't really seem like it's anywhere close at the moment. So maybe they won't be quite as concerned. I mean, as we said there, it's kind of set up so well, which wasn't necessarily the case. I mean, had Ireland won at the weekend, them against Italy first up, we could have had the title, the Grand Slam, wrapped up before 2 other games. Cadan, how important is it to have a final Six Nations weekend that really feels like it has a lot on the line?
Yeah, I think it's massively important. I mean, it's what everyone wants, isn't it? I mean, we want a day where anything can happen, really. I mean, it's what sport's all about, isn't it? You want to see these tight finishes. You want to see upsets. You want to see everything like that. Obviously, not as an England fan, we don't want any upsets. We want big full 5 points for England, and then we want Scotland to do a job over in France. But yeah, it's an exciting day of rugby, that, and I'll be nestled into the TV all day.
I'm just thinking, you must have been like a 15-year-old lad when the last time this situation happened, where there were 3 teams that could win it and the games fell in such a way that there's going to be something on every match. Do you remember watching 2015 Super Saturday?
No, I actually don't think I do remember that one. Yeah, 10 years ago. Yeah, I thought I was 15 in school.
Yeah, too many better things to do on a Saturday afternoon than watch 8 hours of rugby.
Yeah, probably.
Makes us feel old, though, Tim, eh?
Yeah, big time.
Tell you what, makes us feel old. Let's run through them. So first up, Ireland-Italy. What you would say, from an Italian point of view, is it's a bit of a free hit, this, isn't it? But so, you never know. But can either of you make the case for Italy doing something here, or do you think Ireland will get the job done and then it will be over to England?
I think Ireland will get the job done. I think it'll be interesting to see what team they put out. Do they give their legends a start? Do they not? But either way, it's going to be an emotional day for them. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can really see Ireland will be chomping at the bit to get a big result as well because of what happened last weekend. So yeah, I think an Ireland win that one.
Yeah, nothing more to say from me.
Yeah, the one thing actually I'll maybe mention on Italy that we haven't gone through already is they had a brilliant Six Nations last year. Tim and Cadan, you guys said earlier they're still a good team. Absolutely they are. I think them, and being in the press conference after the game on Sunday, I think there was a real frustration for Gonzalo Quesada kind of just about some of the mistakes they're making at the moment. The fact they maybe haven't quite been able to produce what they produced last year. Maybe an element of consistency and fine margins at this level mean there's maybe a sense they've gone backwards slightly, which is just something to kind of mention on Italy. Then Wales, England. I mean, even without Six Nations permutations, it's Wales, England. It's massive. Even if Ireland had been winning the Grand Slam before this game, it would have still been a huge game in Cardiff. Tim, you will know I've been saying it since week 1 that this could be a banana skin for England, not just after Gatland left and Wales started to play much better. This game fascinates me because of what's on the line for Wales looking to end their losing streak. how much better they've been playing in the last couple of games, and then kind of couple that in with an England side that first and foremost you want to win the game, but also they need to score tries. They need to try and get the bonus point and ideally get themselves some sort of positive points difference. There's loads of different things here to keep an eye on.
Yeah, purely as a rugby fan, I'm really happy to see the Wales resurgence. And as much as that makes me more fearful than I already was about Wales in Cardiff, which you never, ever write them off when they're playing England, it does make for a proper spectacle. Much to what Cadan said about how the Italy game, not too much change for England. I don't see anything changing. I don't think there'll be... Yeah, obviously in the back of their mind, we want the 5 points. But that is 4 tries, which... with the maul, with the line out, with the solid set piece and those fundamentals, getting territory, that should be achievable for England. So I don't expect too many changes in personnel, except obviously to cover Ollie Lawrence's injury. And I just think the wagons will keep on rolling, and I think England will get those 4 tries. I think Wales will make it interesting.
Cadan, you predicting an England win in Cardiff?
Yeah, I'm backing them 100%. I think it'll be... They've been building this tournament. They've got good results when they probably haven't played so well. Now they're playing well. So, yeah, I'm hoping they'll go down to Cardiff and put on a show for us and get the full 5 points and the bonus point as well as the win.
Okay, so to wrap things up then, so far we have Ireland doing the job in Italy, going top of the table, England doing the job in Cardiff and maybe leapfrogging them. Then it's down to France, Scotland. France winning the title, Cadan, do you reckon?
Who knows? Both those teams are such confidence teams. You look at some of the attacking players. You look at on the French team, obviously we mentioned Murley, Bielbury. You look at Thomas Ramos, Untamak. When they're on the front foot, they're unstoppable. But you look at the Scotland backline, it's exactly the same. Finn Russell, Blair Kinghorn, Darcy Graham, Duhan van der Merwe. On their day, they're world beaters as well. So it's gonna make for an interesting game, and I'm hoping it'll be a you score, I score kind of thing, and the attacks just take over, because that could be a great game and a great way to finish it.
Yeah, maybe.
Tim, I think...
I was going to say, Alfie, maybe it's one of those where I think, well, and like a red card or something like that could completely change the complexion of the game. And France have only won one Six Nations Championship under Fabien Galtier, so they will be feeling the weight of expectation, and that pressure can do funny things. It can inspire oppositions. It can leave some people like rabbits in the headlights. The emotion of that whole occasion, especially with it being a game under the lights on a Saturday night, it's what a finish to a brilliant tournament.
Yeah, I think it has the potential to be an incredible finale to the Six Nations, because I think actually Scotland do match up relatively well against France. I think if they were to get drawn into a set piece, kick battle, physical game, they'll struggle. But I think if it's those two backlines going at each other, like what we could see could be pretty special. Gents, we've ran out of time. There's one final thing I just want to ask you, Cadan, which is across the whole of this season, really, and this Six Nations, is the shadow looming of the Lions tour. Will there be any part in the players' minds, do you think? I know you're all so professional. I know it's about doing a job at the weekend. Did you think there's any part in them that will think this is the final international shop window? Yes, we've got Champions Cup and Club Rugby, final international window to kind of put a marker down with the Lions tour on the horizon.
Yeah, I think it'll be playing on the subconscious of quite a few people who are probably in the door, maybe just on the verge of it. So yeah, it's an exciting finish, and that's obviously bringing even more excitement to that final day. But yeah, I'm sure it will play on a few boys' minds, but they'll try and put it to the back of their mind and just focus on getting a good result for their country, which will ultimately put them in the best stead. Because the team who wins the Six Nations usually has the most players who go on the tour. It just always happens that way.
Yeah, well, we'll wait and see how it pans out this Super Saturday. What happens with the Lions tour down the line as well. And don't forget that talkSPORT are the exclusive rights holders, radio rights holders for the Lions tour to Australia. So make sure you keep an eye out for all our content and all our coverage with that. Tim, as always, been a pleasure. Enjoy the rugby this weekend.
Enjoy Cardiff, mate.
I will do. I'll do my best. And Cadan, awesome to have you on. We really appreciate your time. Go well with rehab. Have you got a game penciled in the calendar that you're really hoping to be back for, or are you just waiting to see how it goes?
Yeah, there's actually not a date in the diary yet. We're just waiting for scans to see the results of them, and then hopefully we can get the date in the diary very soon.
Well, good luck, mate. And likewise, enjoy putting your feet up and watching it all this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for watching this episode of talkSPORT Rugby. Leave a comment down below on anything we touched upon. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back with you next time.